Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and congratulations to you both. Counselor, Ms. Chung, do you believe in racial quotas?
Senator, if I were faced with a question regarding racial quotas, I would carefully consider the binding Supreme Court precedent and Third Circuit precedent.
I believe. Excuse me if interrupting, but that's not what I'm asking. Let me stipulate that you will follow. I'll stipulate this for all my questions to each of you, that you will follow precedent. What I'm asking is about your beliefs. Do you believe in racial quotas?
Sir, if I were faced with that question, I believe the Supreme Court has ruled that in the context, for instance,
I know what the court's ruled. We both do. I'm just asking your personal beliefs. Do you believe in racial quotas?
Sir, I want to be very careful since I am a judicial nominee. I certainly wouldn't want to say something that would forecast for any future litigant how they thought I would rule.
I don't see the problem in you telling us your beliefs. I'm going to ask you one more time. Do you believe in racial quotas?
I'm sorry, Senator. Again, because I am a judicial nominee,
You're not going to answer them?
It would not be prudent for me to offer an opinion on it.
All right. Do you believe, once again, I'll stipulate that you're going to follow precedent. Do you believe that abortion is an issue that should be decided by the states?
In the recent ruling in Dobbs, the Supreme Court did say that the question of abortion has been returned to the people and their elected representatives.
But I know, and I'll stipulate that you'll follow Dobbs. But do you believe that abortion is an issue that should be decided by the states? I'm trying to understand what you believe.
Well, certainly under Dobbs, returning that issue to the people and their elected representatives does put it within the realm of the states.
Okay. Do you believe that that's the right decision?
Senator, I would not hesitate to apply Dobbs if I were faced with that.
Once again, maybe I'm not being clear. I'm sorry. I'm asking what you believe. Do you believe that abortion should be decided by the states as opposed to the federal government?
Welcome to Liberty Trigger. Folks, I just watched the Senate hearing, and I am fired up. Senator John Kennedy asked simple questions. Straightforward, clear, and what did Biden's nominees do? Dodge, duck, hide, like cowards. Do you believe in racial quotas? Do you believe abortion should be decided by the states? Should prosecutors ignore crimes just because they feel like it? 3 softball questions. And guess what? Not one straight answer.
Senator, again, because I am a judicial nominee,
you're not going to answer.
I don't believe it would be prudent to offer an opinion that would allow future litigants to think they could forecast.
Do you believe that prosecutors should take it upon themselves to decide not to prosecute an entire class of crimes, even though that the legislative body in that particular instance has designated the behavior as a crime?
Well, in my approximately or almost 2 decades as a prosecutor and now as United States Attorney, I have not found occasion to completely rule out
I'm asking
a
what
line
you
of
believe,
prosecution.
Counselor. I'm asking what you believe.
Well, as a prosecutor and as a United States Attorney, I believe that each investigation and matter should be determined.
But do you believe a prosecutor should decide we both know what we're talking about. Do you believe that a prosecutor should take it upon themselves or himself or herself to say, I don't care what the legislature says, I'm not going to prosecute any shoplifting of stealing of any goods if it's less than $950. Do you agree with that or not?
Well, I would hope that my record as a prosecutor and United States Attorney speaks to that question. I have not found occasion to do that.
I'm giving you a chance right now to speak to it. Tell me what you believe. Do you believe, I just gave you the example, do you believe that's a good thing or a bad thing?
I have not found occasion to rule out an entire line of prosecution.
Okay, but if someone did, do you agree with it or disagree with it? I don't think I'm being obtuse here. Just answer my question if you would. And if you're not, just tell me so I can move to the judge.
Senator, I have not found a reason to do that in my own practice. I have only considered...
Is that because you disagree with it?
Well, I have found that whether or not something reaches a federal interest for prosecution is something that has to be
Okay.
determined
All right.
on an
I
individual
understand.
case.
You're not going to answer me, and I really regret that. Let me ask you, Judge, in the time I have left, you wrote a report along with your colleagues regarding the bar admission in Delaware, and you said, quote, the bar exam likely serves as a barrier to the racial and ethnic diversity of attorneys in Delaware. Did you say that?
Thank you for the question, Senator. No, my colleagues and I did not write that report. That is a report that was written and delivered to the Supreme
Did you
Court.
vote on the report?
No, I did not vote on the report.
Do you disagree with that statement?
Will you read the statement again, Senator?
Sure. Quote, the bar exam likely serves as a barrier to the racial and ethnic diversity of attorneys in Delaware.
Thank you for reading the quote again.
You're welcome.
I believe that that's a question that needs to be analyzed and studied, and I have not
But
studied.
you were chairman of the committee, and your staff wrote this report.
So it was, if I may explain, it was,
Okay?
it was,
But I don't have much time.
well, it was not
Sorry.
my staff, so no, I
Okay.
wouldn't say my staff wrote that report.
Fair enough, Judge. Do you agree, quote, that the Delaware bar exam serves as a barrier to the racial and ethnic diversity of attorneys in Delaware?
Senator, I believe that that is a complicated, complex question that requires analysis that I have not done.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Kennedy. I want to clarify this because you've had three people ask questions about it. I think I get the answer. Apparently, it's still in doubt to some. We're talking about recommendations made by a committee to you. Is that correct?
That's correct.
These are not recommendations that you personally wrote or were involved in writing?
That's correct.
You did not vote for or against those recommendations?
That's correct.
Some other body is now deciding if there's any action to be taken?
The Supreme Court is considering what to do with the recommendations.
That's pretty clear, isn't it? And the questions that have been asked over and over again suggest otherwise, and you've said over and over again just what I said. So I think, is there anything more you want to say on the subject to make sure it's clear?
Thank you for the chance to clarify, Chairman. What happened is that there was a committee that was created to analyze diversity in Delaware, in the bar. That committee was purposefully made up of a large group of people who have an interest in the issue to consider the issue. The Supreme Court wanted to get people's honest views about what the recommendations might be. So we did not identify, exclude, tell people what they should think or make as recommendations. We accepted the recommendations that were provided to us. And now the Supreme Court is considering which recommendations it will and will not take and implement.
They kept saying, oh, I'll follow precedent. I can't share my personal beliefs. Folks, that's nonsense. We're not asking if they'll follow precedent. We already know they have to. We're asking what they actually believe, because beliefs drive judgment, and judgment drives rulings, lifetime rulings. On crime, Kennedy gave the perfect example, shoplifting under $950. Should prosecutors just refuse to prosecute it? This nominee dodged and dodged. Meanwhile, real Americans are watching their neighborhoods get destroyed by soft on crime policies. Stores are closing. Families are scared. And this nominee couldn't even say whether it's wrong. Unbelievable. And then there's the Delaware Bar Exam Diversity Report. Supposedly it's racist because people don't pass at the same rates. One judge co-chaired the committee that pushed this nonsense, and when asked if she agreed with it, total silence. She wants the title, but none of the responsibility. Classic. And of course, good old Chairman Durbin jumps in to protect them. Oh, don't ask their personal beliefs. That would forecast their rulings. Give me a break. These people get lifetime appointments. They're not elected. The only time we get to see who they are is right here, under oath. If they can't answer now, they don't deserve the job. Period. Here's the truth. The left doesn't want judges. They want activists. They want people who hide their radical agenda until they're confirmed. And then boom, It's unleashed on America. That's why they refuse to answer. That's why they dance around every question. Because if you heard the truth, you'd be outraged. And I'll say this. Senator Kennedy was right to press them. He was right to repeat the question again and again. Because if someone won't look the American people in the eye and tell us what they believe, then they don't belong on the bench. Period. End of story. This is a fight for America's courts. And if we lose that fight, we lose our freedoms. If you're tired of spineless nominees, tired of left-wing cover-ups, smash that like button, share this video, and make your voice heard. Because we're not backing down. Not now. Not ever.